Two, one, two, one, two, one,
Sound
two.
good?
3, 2, 1.
I don't hear
2.
anything in the
Two.
headphones.
Yeah, nothing.
Mm-mm.
See if you hear now.
One, two, one, two, one, two. Nope.
Still don't hear?
No,
One,
sir.
two, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yes, that.
Somebody's mic is out. See it?
You see it? You need me to hold it to you?
I don't know where it even is. Hold on.
I see the one right there.
Go ahead, check again.
One,
two,
two,
one,
one,
two.
two,
Y'all
one,
can't hear
two.
yourself still?
Mm-mm.
No.
Hold on. Let me see if I hear you.
One, two, one, two. Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tasha.
It's okay.
Speaking. Well, I can hear y'all on my headphones.
Oh, you hear us?
You can?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Oh, so it's not supposed to sound like loud.
No, yeah, you just.
You
supposed
hear
to, like,
anything? 'Cause I don't hear. One,
1,
two.
2, 1, 2.
Mm.
If I turn it up, do y'all hear yourself louder? Go ahead, speak.
One, two,
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Nothing.
I hear
Okay.
nothing in the headphone.
I mean,
Can
well,
you just give
I hear
just
y'all.
so they can hear, just to hear one, just so they can hear it real quick.
Gotcha.
No, you can just put it over there. It should be able to.
No, yeah, that's what I was doing now. I was just
Okay.
Just so
making
they
sure
can hear
that
what it sounds like, and
Okay.
then they can pass it.
They don't know how to speak.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2. Oh, okay. I hear it. Okay.
All right.
Oh, that's different. Okay.
One, two, one, two. How far do I?
No?
One, two, one, two, one, two. No, I hear it. I'm just wanting to see where I'm going to be at. One, two, one, two. Okay, I could be back here.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well,
Mm-hmm.
hey, friends.
We are here today.
Boom. This is good. That's good. You can't see yourself yet? Let's see. Let's try to hurry up.
You mean the live?
Yeah.
Let me see. Nope, it's still purple. And come out and come back in. No, come back in. I have to push you. And then I push my channel. Oops. My channel. Oh, now it's,
And then the thing.
you said one watching adventure with his ass.
So yeah, things
Okay.
will come out here,
Mhm.
and then just I guess turn it down. So it
You said
doesn't-
he early?
Doesn't
He
play.
showed up before you did?
And
gotta-
he hasn't had the sound on, so.
It's turned down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Copy.
Wow.
All right. I gotta keep this away from me. Check your mics, Tosh.
Mic check, 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Forgot I was this way today. 'Cause I'm usually this way.
Oh, okay.
So I was just like, how come I'm looking the wrong way?
Oh.
So let me go ahead and end this 3 minutes. Like, what is my password? Delete. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's it. Oh. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, put it there. Let me put this in, discard, and then do it again. Y'all didn't see that part.
It's okay.
Didn't
We
happen.
all do it.
Ain't happening.
Okay. There. There.
Ready?
hmm So is that good enough?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll move it this way.
Clean up nice, boo.
I should be.
So
Should I move my
you.
head?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
So 3,
Mhm.
2, 1.
Hey, Village. Welcome to Red Lipstick Conversations. I am super excited because we are celebrating New York's, I feel like one of the best couples that I've seen in real life, Black Love. Because I feel like this summer it was a war on Black Love as it pertained to the podcasting space. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. So, if you are not under a rock, then you heard the conversation about the 50-50 as it pertains to who should pay what, when it's the first date, who's supposed to pay. And there was so much talk on who's supposed to do what financially, but there wasn't a lot of talk on what actually happens outside of finance. Then there was the whole soft era in that everyone seemed like, from my perspective, was trying to attack any woman of color that was looking for a pathway to having the soft life. It was as if we're looking for it, then we are considered to be the problem, or we are considered to be a gold digger. But if I am Hispanic or anything outside of someone that is racially ambiguous, like the Kardashians, for example, those are women that are supposed to have the soft life. But Black women, we are supposed to be happy, working and doing the most, and standing by our men in silence and in support, no matter what he might do. And I just felt like, well, that was just problematic from my perspective. And typically I'm not cynical or half glass empty type person, but I just knew that there had to be more to the conversation, or there had to be a way to balance it. So as I was just going through my normal life, I happened to run into a couple. And when I say that it was magical, it really was, because I was able to see in real life a couple that is navigating all of the things of love, and they were doing so with style. They were doing so with flair, and outside of that, they were just super dope. So I had to find a way to get them here in studio. So I'm just super excited to welcome with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the village.
Hello, village. My name is Mia Baptiste. Mia Baptiste PR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm Gabson, your favorite photographer. All day, every day, we always working. Peace.
Love it,
What
love
up?
it. So, I'm trying to figure out where to start, because sometimes the beginning isn't always the best place to start.
Okay.
So, I'm going to start with the hard question first, and then we'll go from there. So, the hard question first is, how do you put love into action in times of conflict?
Oh, just kicking the door,
Yeah,
leaving the fourth
fourth
floor.
floor.
Oh my God. Damn. What time is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
This is a great day for this conversation.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's up? Would you
Okay.
help me?
First, repeat the question again. 'Cause I did-
So I
I
want to
did
tell the
hear.
audience real quick. So the reason why the camera is pointing this way is because this is a whole studio. And so the cameras are getting them. I'm only live on this camera because this is my personal phone. So that's what. But if you want to see everything that we're seeing here, go to YouTube and then type in Womanhood Decoded, and then that way you won't just see my perspective.
Yep.
You'll be able to see the in studio.
Come on up in here.
Yes, come in.
Come in here.
Step in.
So that's how you can do that. So thank you for the feedback and for the question. But yeah, those that want to actually see me, that's what this is for. Okay, so yes, those that just want to see me or that are interested in my perspective, that's what they are here for. And I am knocking down everything in here. So the question is, how do you all navigate conflict and do so in a way where you're leading with love?
Okay. How we navigate it, I would say, so it's basically communication. I think communication is the key to moving through a relationship. You know, we're definitely going to there's going to become a time where we just don't agree on things. And we do see that a lot, you know. But just being able to agree to disagree is a major factor in our
Dynamic.
union. Yeah. So just talking to one another, just sometimes I can look at Kirk and just say, okay, I know where he's going with this. Maybe I shouldn't say that, or, you know, or maybe I should just, I'm going to think before I say certain things, you know, think about, I always think about his feelings and I think about my response before I react, you know, and we tend to come to good agreement when I do things that way. Yeah.
I would say that my experience with this wonderful woman has been that it's okay to disagree. We need to disagree, and we're not twins.
Right.
You know, I think it's very important for her to be herself. I am not going to be perfect. I'm not coming with that. I fart, I pee, I do all of the, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I got my own stench. You know, I don't act like my shit don't stink, but there are once in a while where, as humans, we do forget that people are people around you, too. So, you know, I give her credit. There's times when I have my own mental breakdowns and she'll speak sense into me, you know, and just step back and say, you know what? Because she's Grenadian and she heavy-handed. All right, when she walk
Well,
off,
listen, when you come out that way, you can't really change.
Yes.
listen, when she walks off, I'm like, oh, I just got away with that one. She was gonna kill me. All right, I lived to see another day. But in reality, we're really good friends.
Right. Friends first.
Yeah, it's my homegirl. It's my homegirl, my ride or die, my co-defendant. Word.
I love it. See, this is real. This is nothing that's manufactured. It's nothing that is an act. This is real. And so that's why I wanted them to come in, because oftentimes you hear titles like partner, girlfriend, wife, husband, and you just hear the title, but you don't see it mirrored in people's life as far as how they move through life. Like they may have on a ring or not, but, and I say or not because I come from a very traditional Christian home where you don't wear jewelry. And so husbands and wives even don't have wedding bands. What they do have is, way back when, they used to exchange watches, as corny as that sounds. Because the concept was you have to tell time. So in the Bible somewhere it said that you shouldn't be excessive with your spending, or you should be careful with your spending, and they took it and ran with it to mean that money can be better spent on the community and stuff outside of adorning your own body. So that was the concept behind it, but you know, that's neither here nor there. So I'm just saying that to say that a piece of jewelry doesn't define a relationship. And so I feel like even though you will oftentimes see people wearing it, like for example, I'm a unmarried woman, and when I go to the bar, I will see that a wedding band has been removed because I see the tan line.
Stripe.
Yeah, the tan line.
Or no matter what the race is. Or I will see the ring actually on there as bold and proud as ever, but then the man will ask me if anyone's sitting next to me. And I'm looking at him like,
Like,
you know, you a
come
whole
on.
husband out here, but yet you asking me if somebody's sitting next to me. So that's why, you know, when it comes to this conversation, I just wanted to show that, you know, there are people that are finding a way to navigate it. I don't think that, you know, this is maybe the model for everyone, but I do think it is a model that is still valuable. I think it's a model that should be looked at as one that, I think a lot of things go out of season or go out of relevance, but I don't feel that partnership in marriage is one.
Right.
So that's the reason why, you know, it's important to, you know, have that conversation. So thank you so much for choosing to be here with me today, and, you know, choosing to, you know, kind of bear it, because I think all of us kind of put on a mask, whether, you know, it's a professional one or it's one that we have in with our families. You know, we just, it's hard to talk about the real stuff sometimes. And so you all being vulnerable enough to do that really, really, really means a lot to me. So now that you answered something hard, let's get to something a little bit lighter.
Okay.
So I'm interested to know, do you all have date nights? And if so, what does a typical date night look like?
Man.
Oh wow, babe, I'm gonna let you answer
You
this
want me to
one.
jump on this?
Yes.
Yo. So we got to steal our date night sometimes. We got to steal it. Like, we
Right.
literally have to whisper about it. Yo, we about to break out.
Randomly.
Buy them something.
Yes.
You know what
Make
I'm
sure they're
saying?
well fed.
Yeah, and our date nights can be anything. So date nights for us sometimes can be just going to the supermarket in
Yeah.
peace.
Yes.
Yes,
In
without
peace.
questions.
Yes,
Yo.
that's
Because
it.
listen, my child the whole time.
Yo,
Can I have some of
want
this?
yo.
I want some of that.
Word.
Why can't we?
Word.
Oh, I don't like. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus, I just need to get out of this store.
Right.
Sometimes we
I'm
gotta
telling
bribe
you.
them. Sometimes we gotta
Yes,
bribe
you
them.
have
Like,
to
listen,
bribe them sometimes.
we're going out, right? And the youngest one is the house manager. We know Olivia's in charge of everything,
Yep,
right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Olivia be checking us at the door. So y'all going to a party?
Yeah.
Oh, you
The
not
reason-
coming home after 12? I'm
Right.
like, excuse me? You're supposed to be in bed at 11.
Right.
We didn't care. Right?
Why you in a grown
Why
up
you-
business?
Yo.
Listen, children nowadays have so much, what is the word? Audacity.
It's crazy.
Because
Yeah.
back when I was a child, there was this thing called, I don't know if you all heard about it, but it was a thing where they would say children are supposed to be seen and not
not
heard.
heard.
Right.
I'm Jamaican.
And then there
I'm
was a,
still not heard in my house. I'm 47.
listen, then there was a next thing when it came to it, stay out of grown folk business.
Business. Yes.
And
Mind your mouth. That's the last
and
version
then
for a
also,
slap.
it's like
Yes.
you're a child. You're a child, so there's so many other somebodies in this room that can add to the conversation. You're not gonna add to it. You're gonna bother someone's nerves. So, with that understanding, it's just like, and then my daughter, she will say stuff like, "My phone will ring." And you heard I say, "It's my phone," and she'll say, "Who's calling us?"
Oh no, that's bold. Wow.
Because to be honest, people really don't really want to talk to you. Me,
Yeah.
once I have a child, everyone's, because my daughter can
That's
have
so
full
funny.
conversations. So most
That's-
people don't
that's
even call to
Olivia
talk to
fucking
me.
going
Wait to
off
talk
all
to
day
her,
long.
right? Yeah, but a typical date night for us is definitely just sometimes it's randomly. Sometimes we like to say we doing black on black crime tonight, babe.
Yeah, and we dress for it. So it'd be like when we put on black, like right now,
Because we're all doing it.
we are in mischief mode. This is demon time. You see us put on black, it's like, oh, they come in, they don't care about no stains.
Yes.
Okay?
That
We're not
would
We out
keeping
to
it
have a
clean.
good time. When we go out, that's our motive. Go out and have a good time.
Yeah.
Make a great memory with the two of us. And the best thing about it is the recap at the end of the night. Like
Yo, cool, we go home and talk about everybody.
everything.
We
Yes.
go home and talk
But
about
see,
everybody.
the thing about it that I like about you all is the reason is because when I go on, Instagram, it's oftentimes a lot of depressing stuff, and I try to curate it, but because I'm in media, I have to watch a certain number
You
of
gotta
stuff that I
digest some
don't want to
things.
watch.
Yeah.
So anyway, I say that to say I will come across you all, and I will scroll back up, and I will be like, don't they look dope outside? And it's like you all are always in a vibe as far as, everybody goes through ups and downs. So I'm not trying to say that I feel like you all are perfect, but when I see you all, it's real, it's authentic, and it's sexy. Look at y'all. Look at y'all.
Listen, I'll keep it 100. Every month we have like a rough week or two.
Yeah.
On schedule.
Right.
We can see it coming like, okay, baby, so
This
you
is
know
the
next week.
It's a rough watch
it's
this
gonna-
week.
Yeah.
Yes, we gear each other up for
like,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
listen, are you ready for this rough run? Because the storm's coming. But,
Yeah.
we recover, and we understand that about each other, that she's not looking for perfection to me. She just wants me to be the best version of myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I expect the same for her. Like, I try to do the things that I can in my life positioning as a man to speak into her. Talk to her, not to the idea of a woman, but to who she is as a woman, where she wants to go, and how to make it. Sometimes, baby, if you almost talk up and cuss somebody out, all right, I need you to be an asshole once in a while.
Every now and again.
Once in a while, just pull the asshole
But
card
I
out. I
can't
got your
even
back.
see that out of she though.
Oh my God, I got one for you. Can I tell him about the post office? She went postal in the post office.
Oh no, Lord have mercy.
She went
Listen,
postal in
I
the
was
post
sitting up
office.
straight. Wait, this is a good story.
Sit
Start
back.
from the beginning.
Loosen your belt. Listen.
I was
She-
prepared. I was
because-
prepared.
So, it was my fault. I kind of egged it on a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were having a little issue with the mail, so we had to go to the post office.
Yes.
They were supposed to be holding some mail for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going hard. And Mia's so cool and calm.
Yes.
She's like my water, right? And, I'm just going in on the bulletproof glass. And they're like, well, we're not giving you. And I'm like, well, I'm not leaving. I'm holding the whole lineup. I'm putting on the whole show.
Oh my
And then
God.
finally I took a breath and I sat back. And then Mia jumped in and I did not see this shit coming.
Yes.
Her voice started squeaking and the finger came out this long. I've been trying with y'all, motherfucker.
Yeah, I knew
Yes.
it was.
And
It
so
takes a
now
lot
I
for
forgot
me to
that I'm
go there.
mad.
Yes, because you're just
I'm
shocked.
like, oh shit!
Like, can somebody get it except for me? Because
I was like,
The whole role switch. She's calming me down now.
I'm
And
like, baby, so we're about to get locked up now. We're walking in. I ain't got this money for this bail now. Here we go.
It's like,
Yeah.
but we got our mail that day. I tell
We
you that. Shoot.
I know that's
And
right.
I recently went back.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard they switched the whole
We
program.
might have
the
did
whole-
something.
Everything.
programming.
New management. Everything is different now.
Yeah, we might have did
Somebody
something
have to
that day.
act up sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started a whole race riot in there.
Call the 800 number and
We-
everything.
She called it what's it, the Postmaster General? She called the Postmaster General. I was like, wait, that's a real person?
That's a real thing you can call it.
Yo! I
Listen, this
know
America,
now.
there's an office for everything here.
Exactly.
She found all the offices.
I said,
Yes.
wait, I'm coming back. I went
Yeah.
outside.
Yo, I know, that part. So, and she walked past me and left me in there. So I'll be
you're
right back. So I'm like,
standing
oh shit. She coming to shoot the place up. Everybody duck. She's coming right back. I know what that means. I know. I'm sorry. But
Oh, that is too funny. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Hey, thank you so much for joining. But this is what I'm trying to get to
Sure.
also, because we were just talking about the post office. So what I want to know is, do you think your relationship dynamic would be different if you didn't live in New York? If you lived in, let's say, I don't know, Houston, Kansas, or Chicago, do you feel that living in New York impacts the way you all navigate as a couple?
what do you think?
I would say New York has definitely been the story behind our relationship. You know, there's so many times that we come to locations and we think about years behind when it could have been a possibility we were in the same room at the same time and didn't realize it. We come to this point all the time. So life outside of New York, I'm always ready for it, you know. I'm always ready for the life outside of New York. I'm actually done with New York.
The milk got bad over here.
Yeah, you know,
the
it's
milk
not the
spoiled.
same.
The milk spoiled and the bread stale now.
You
It's
see-
not the same.
Yeah.
So, as somebody that's always wanted to be here, I find myself sometimes not knowing how to feel. So, what I mean by that is it still has a little bit of a wow factor for me in that I got here. Okay, so I was in Ridgewood for about 4 years, and now I was in Brooklyn for about 5. So that's 9 years altogether. So that's almost a decade in. But I don't feel as if I'm a whole New Yorker yet, you know, because it's like y'all take being a New Yorker real serious, you know, and so I do feel a part of the community though, but I just feel like there's little nuances that I'm not able to fully understand. So for example, obviously I've seen businesses close and open as a result of gentrification, you know, so I've seen that. I've seen in my own neighborhood where I used to live in Crown Heights, right down from the Brooklyn Children's Museum, I saw, you know, that there was a huge Jewish presence and how they came to the building and you know, took it over and, you know, they bought it. So basically everything that I saw in Brooklyn as it pertained to the residential property was all owned by Jewish people. And I
Very much
saw
so.
this summer, especially, it seemed like almost a big exodus of people leaving my street from when I got there, because the people that were on the row houses, they were leaving because they had gotten an offer. And so, one couple, they said they had been there for 60 something years. So they were like the family house. And so if anybody comes on hard times, then people come and stay at their house. And then, there were just other people that had interesting stories. But the point is, by, I'm going to say, mid-August, like 4 people from across the street had left, and they had been replaced with people that don't look like us. That were super young with little bitty dogs. And right there is a whole lot of West Indians right there on Utica. And so I was on Park Place in Utica. So I call it Little Trinidad, where I could go like 2 or 3 streets over and I can get everything as if I'm in Scarborough, Tobago. I can get... just thinking, I'm not even going to name what I can get because, I would say doubles. That's like a word there. But I can go get doubles with slight pepper or with enough pepper or a lot of pepper, depending on how I feel. And it's as if, I was on a plane. And so, because it's always somebody, old auntie or someone that's there in the box stirring the pots, so it's authentic, But then that place closed down. And I was angry because it was my birthday month, which is August, and it's also Black Business Month. I'm like, how are you going to close in August? And I went because they had a big block party. You know how when we do something, it's always a party. So I'm like, are you expanding? I thought it was a good news. And they were like, yeah, no, this is the closing. I said, well, then why is it a party? Why aren't we raising money or doing something? They were like, well, it's outrageous. There's no way that we can meet the price because we've been here, for a long time, but we can't afford it. And that building used to be Black owned, but the building is no longer Black owned. And so new management come in and they give a whole new pricing. And so I'm like, so what are you going to do now? They says, well, we're looking into getting a loan through the Chamber of Commerce and to get a food truck. So they told me to, keep watching them on Instagram, and that we would know
and that's a very New York thing too, because a lot of the experiences that me and Mia have shared over years, I've moved away from New York and still moved back.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you do miss it. When you get used to that very slow lifestyle, 9 to 5, driving everywhere, picking up weight, the food all tastes the same in other places. And then you come back and you get that New York, you got to start walking fast again now. You know what I mean?
That part.
No, it took me a whole year.
When I left here and I went to, my parents, they live in Chelsea, right? And Michigan, which is a suburb of Michigan. And don't mind me, I just felt as if my lips were dry. And I'm like, what is going on? Okay, like that. Anyway, so I get there and I understand my parents are older, but they walk with zero urgency. You understand? And I think, I'm like, is this because of their age or they're just their mindset? Because I feel the fact that they are West Indian, my father, and then my mother, she's Creole from New Orleans as far as her ancestry is concerned. But the point is, once you reach a certain part or a certain place in life in your 70s or so, it's like nothing is a hurry. Because you've survived so much, it's like nothing is urgent anymore. So I'm like, is that it? And so I get there and, I'm trying to get into Target. So I turned around. They haven't even got out the car. And I'm like, okay. So now I walk back. I'm like, is something going on? They're like, oh, no, we just wanted to finish listening to the song.
And, to add on to that, too, is like a lot of the places that we used to, our old haunts are all now turned into something else, right? Like the clubs that me and we used to dance a lot. We still dance a lot together. But when we were younger, we were in the nightclubs crazy. So, like, there's one nightclub that was down the block from my old job on Union Square, and I would say store. So when I go in there and I buy my bagel and my coffee, I'm like, wow, there's the VIP booth right here. This is the DJ booth with the ladder that I had to go, And then even like Lotus. Remember Lotus on 14th Street?
Right.
We used to dance over there all the time, and now it's this huge, fancy condo. But when we walk through the city, we see things from then.
From that perspective,
You know,
yeah,
these
like the
shared,
old time
like we could
remember
be
what
like,
was here.
word, and us going through Brooklyn takes forever
Yes,
because we are doing a
looking at
whole tour. Like
everything,
they
yes.
built this on top of that. My boy used to live right here. Oh, that's why I used to buy my weed out.
Right.
Oh shit, Dad used to work here. Oh, Dad
I mean,
was
it's
cheating on
changed a lot
somebody.
in just a couple
lot.
years, so I
Yeah.
can't even
lot.
imagine what it's done over a decade. Time.
Yeah, I get so
Exactly.
pissed off driving down Flatbush because back in the days you could see that clock and it'll tell you which direction you're driving.
Yeah.
Now
There's a
Flatbush is
whole
like
tower
it's like a
building in the
tunnel.
way.
Right.
It's basically a tunnel surrounded by high rises, and it's like a straight line to the bridge. And you're just like, I can't see nothing.
Right.
Yeah, you know, so hanging out with Mia for all these years, definitely the way that we look at New York is like our city. It's
Yeah.
our love story. Like
Yeah.
we literally can be like, we know this spot, we know this spot, I
Right.
know who's
And
here.
remember when? Remember
Yeah.
when? Like,
Oh yeah. Or you remember when that person did this
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yes, definitely.
It's our backstory.
Yeah. And it's like it's sad to me as an onlooker / participant because to be honest, I feel torn because I love the black restaurants and such, but because of we don't have access to the same capital as others, it's like, why is it still a hole in the wall? It's like the food is great, but the service sometimes is lacking. Sometimes the aesthetic isn't as comfortable. And so I feel bad because part of me loves when they come to gentrify because now there's going to be a bookstore
Right.
and now there's going to be free Wi-Fi everywhere because they can't live without it. And now there's going to be stuff that is considered white people stuff. So for example, there's going to be a lot of different spa options. So so rather than me having to go further, I can stay closer, and I can get the same things. And because I think living in DC for as long as I did, I got a lot spoiled when it came to, being able to walk less than a block to get everything done. Hair, nails, sushi, lobster. I can get everything within like a 6-block radius. So then when I come to New York, I can get all of those things, but I gotta go, uptown or downtown, or I gotta go to a whole other borough. So I have to go over a bridge, or I have to go through the most just
We
to get,
experienced that too.
and so
Supermarket.
it's just like, but when they come, now everything is super convenient because they need convenience.
Right.
Like we don't need convenience. So that's why I feel torn because it's like I love the convenience part, but then I'm seeing how it's affecting us, especially when it comes to black wealth and bridging the black wealth gap, and thinking about,
Leverage.
generational wealth, not generational trauma as it pertains to finance, because it's like, it's really, what is the word? Troubling to go from the Brooklyn Children's Museum and you're going past the park, and as soon as you pass the park, then you're run right into the projects on the left-hand side, and then
It's
you
at
go
Albany, right?
and then you go
Albany.
one street over, and then you're in the historic district.
Yeah.
And it's like, and that's where I supposedly lived, 11213 zip code,
Yeah.
and so it's like, how did I just pass the projects when I just came from the Brooklyn Children's
Right.
Museum?
That's just so New York too.
Yes,
Because
it happens.
remember when I lived in Fort Greene? And when I lived on
Oh
Carlton?
yes, that was literally right down.
Right
the
around
block.
the corner from the project. So I was living on Washington Park, which is right across from Fort Greene Park. I was living a few doors down from Spike Lee's. Spike Lee's father's house. His stepmom used to work for me and shit too.
Right.
But then me and my roommate at the time, Dave, we got a really dope apartment right around the block on Carlton. Right? Really nice. So we're moving that day. And right around that corner is Fort Greene Projects when they were projecting before they turned it into the
This
co-ops.
whole thing, right?
Yeah. The day that we were moving in, there was somebody on the roof firing down at the police.
Oh no.
The SWAT team was outside while we trying to move the boxes into the apartment. And we're sitting there like,
Yo.
this is very New York,
Yes.
right? You move in, you settle down a few days, it's like nothing ever happens.
Right.
Business is going on regular.
Right.
And I was like, there was just a guy
On their
with a
roof.
rifle
Active shooter is what we
Yes.
call it.
at
Right,
this
now.
porch.
Yeah, that's what we call it. Active
Active
shooter.
shooter situation. Yeah. It
Right.
was insane. And
And
that's
I guess I have the wrong reaction because you saw I just laughed.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is because I don't know. I've been to so many crime scenes, and I,
but
as
that's
a
that
journalist,
that's that New York shit though.
yeah. Well, it doesn't
Everything's
matter.
a crime scene.
Well,
like everywhere you go,
Valid.
there's something that's happened in
valid,
the past.
valid. And but the thing is, because I'm a woman of color,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what city I've lived in, they send me to cover crime. Want to know why? What they always tell me when we're in the meetings? Well, you can relate.
Yeah, that bullshit right there.
And I'm like, you don't know where I grew up,
Oh, so I got the trauma trophy.
Wow.
right? And I'm like, I would like to cover education, or I would like to cover fluff pieces, for example. Fluff is Susan Coleman is having a fashion show. And I want to go cover that. But they let Krista or Jenny cover it because, oh my God, they're just the right fit for it. But then
The
I have.
cherry blossoms
Right.
out. Let me send over Krista over there. But there's a murder that's perfect for you.
Perfect for Tasha. And I'm like, why? Because honestly, I'm really good, to be honest, to getting people to be on
Well, yeah.
camera. And how I do it is I always say, first of all, I sit next to the person. This is something they taught us in journalism school. You never sit across from when you're asking someone to be on camera. So someone would sit next to me, and I would see the mother, the sister, girlfriend just losing it. And I would sit next to them. I would say, listen, this is probably the worst day of your life. But I'm here to help guide you through it as it pertains to media. If you notice, there are a whole bunch of media coming up. But if you allow me to have the exclusive story, I can keep them back from you. And
Stick
I
with
can
me.
make sure that you're going to be taken care of throughout the day. And they're like, what do you mean? I said, well, everybody's going to want to talk because this is a dramatic event. I said, but I also need to be able to put a face and a voice to this. I don't want this to just be a blip on the screen of someone's day. I want to be able for someone to care about it. And if someone's going to care about it, I need the sister, the cousin, the girlfriend, or somebody to say, okay, this person mattered to me. And I said, the best person to do that is you, because this person obviously matters to you. And then they'll be like, you know what, let me get myself together, and then, go ahead and tell everybody else I don't even want to talk to them. So then I get to be the one to come, and I'm directing everyone else. And I'm saying, hey, I will get the quotes. I will feed you the quotes. We will share the quotes. But when it comes to the on-camera or the on-camera interviews, I have been selected as the only one that's going to have that. But you all can have the quotes. You all can have the B-roll. You all can have everything that you see. But you're not going to bother this family because they're already going through trauma.
Right.
So that was something that I was able to do. And once that was, I guess, understood, I guess I was called the trauma whisperer.
Oh, wow.
And so when things would go sideways, send Tasha to it, and she'll calm it down
Crisis
and get
manager.
everything together. And so I'm not really sure how I developed that particular skill set, but it's been one that served me. And so I just try to think of it as, because whenever the media is covered in a movie, they always show how they're bothering the family, how it's all these clicks, and it's like it makes whatever is bad worse.
Right.
And so what I try to do in my real life when I'm navigating it as media, I try to make it not be worse, because it's already bad, it's already awful.
Yes, you have to work for it.
So I just want to say that it has been amazing having you all here today. I also want to let you all know that I'm going to be having a little bit of a celebration reunion show. And what it is basically going to be like 2-minute or 5-minute recaps. So basically we talk today in studio, and then if you all choose, I would love to invite you all for that. And so we're going to have food, we're going to have music and
Absolutely.
stuff.
I'll be here before you.
Yes.
Tell me what time the food come out. Yeah, I'll be right here.
Awesome.
Matter of
I
fact, I'm
love-
just gonna wait here for that to happen.
But before we close, I want to ask one more question to both of you.
I want two more tough questions.
2 more tough questions. Well, this
Yeah.
one's gonna be tough, I think.
You're right. All right.
Yeah. So
me
this
set
one is
up.
about social media, and
Okay.
what I'm going to ask is, Instagram doesn't have swipe left, but Instagram does have a lot going on it as it pertains to visually, and as it pertains to options.
Okay.
So what I want to know is, how do you navigate social media as a unit? Because you all do have a page. So
right.
start with that. Let the people know what your page is so they can see all this black beauty that I'm seeing in front of me.
Okay, we can be found on IG at Our Tender Love. That's Our Tender Love on IG.
Hour.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That's also
Spell it for them.
OURTENDERLUV.
That's
Our
why.
Tender
Yes.
Love.
You see,
Yes.
that's why I had them do that.
Our.
Yeah, you see that, right? Oh wow, not
Yes.
our.
Our.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Right. And so, yes.
and
How do you
so-
all navigate that? Because there's so many options. And so the caveat to that real quick is that as a unmarried woman, I feel like I'm under attack this particular time of year because I am going
Yeah.
to see everything I'm on, whether it is in the lift or on the train or anywhere, it's going to be a jewelry ad with people in love, and or it's going to be something telling me about the Rockefeller Christmas tree and how they're going to be giving free hot chocolate to couples in love that want to come and take a picture. And so how do you navigate all of that? Because it's like New York is like during the holidays.
Our method to our madness is that we separated our pages by what we're doing specifically.
Right.
So our Tender Love is our couples page, where that's us and our family, where, certain people are not allowed on that page. You know what I mean? That's where we
Oh,
display
look,
our
I'm
love.
in
Yeah,
Yeah, you
though.
in there, you good.
in there,
That's
you
a
good.
that's a VIP suite. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Then she has her PR page. I got my photography page, and then we have our personal pages.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I believe that the world is so dynamic and we're so full of all of these ideas and things that you can't just bottle everything up and compartmentalize it all as one thing. And this allows us to nurture these identities. You know, a lot of people have a problem with saying that they are they're multiple duplicitous, right? We don't.
Or multi-layered.
Yeah,
right.
listen, I might wake
Or you're
up,
not a monolith.
and I'm a cuspian. So I don't know what I'm gonna wake up as tomorrow. I might be Pisces, I might be Aries. Those
Right.
are 2 different assholes.
Yeah.
All right, Pisces just wants to cry and curl up and be
Right.
under her. Aries is like, I'm going outside. I'll be back 2 days from now.
Right.
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 Don't
Right.
call me. Right. But
I get back when I reach.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll be a Pisces in a few days.
Yes. Few hours.
Yeah, but I just think that nurturing your
Individual selves.
your
Yes.
individual selves and whoever you're gonna blossom into, be it. You only get a certain amount of time. I'm just like you. I'm beyond half life. We ain't got no time to be playing
I
with
have no
nobody.
time anymore.
We ain't got no
It's
time.
literally-
I'm not doing nothing
is what it
unsatisfactory. Yeah, it is what it is.
And
How I show up is what you're gonna
Live.
get.
I love it.
just live
Yeah.
life.
Word.
I have to ask because the people are asking. Okay, what she got to say? What's Mia got to say
Okay.
about social media?
As far as social media is
Yeah.
concerned, I agree with Kirk. Like, it's important to have your different outlets. Everything your personality, who you are, cannot be all combined in one. You have to cater to different audience on IG, like in different names, different. Who I am on Our Tender Love isn't who I am as a mom. So you can see when I'm ready to just relax and relief and just have a good time outdoors with Kirk. That's not who I am with my children. So
Is Our Tender Love shoulders on, or is that Mia Baptiste PR? Which one?
shoulders off.
Which personality is which page is
Shoulders-
covering us today?
This one is down. This is Our Tender Love.
I got you. Just wanted to know.
He just wanted
I
to get it
just-
clear. Listen, it's
This is Our Tender
Friday.
Love right
I know where
Some
to
people
find the
say
shoulders
that
at.
it's Happy Friday. Some say Freaky Friday.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
depends. On the vibe.
This is Our Tender Love right
So again, thank you so much
Thank
for being here. Let the people know all your pages. You can go ahead and tell your
Yes.
PR page.
podcast. Mia, you can find me on IG, Mia Baptiste PR. I can put this out there. I'm trying to take a group of girls to Paris Fashion Week next year. I'm really going for that, trying to get the sponsors for that. Really looking forward to that for a couple of girls. So hit me up. Let me know if you have any
Yes,
ideas.
if you are a sponsor, y'all heard it. It's a good cause. And you know you got extra money, so don't have us come looking for you. So, do you have your photography page? Go ahead and let the people know.
Yeah, so my father's name is Gavin. I'm his son, so my company is named Gabson Photo Works. You can find me on IG. I cover everything from live concerts, studio series, podcasting. I'm a great engineer also, but I'm number one. I'm the man behind the camera. I'm the quiet guy. You know what I mean?
Love it. Also, let's do the one little nuance that you happen to have a plug when it comes to the cannabis industry. So, what I'm saying all that to say is we got some work to do as it pertains to quarter one of 2025, because I want the people to understand the process and I want people to understand the nuances, and you're definitely somebody that's plugged in and somebody that's us that can give us a different perspective than what we might get otherwise. So, people, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for participating, for your support, and I have to thank my special guest for being here in studio, for taking the time to, rearrange your lives, because you have a lot going on, but you chose to be here today, and I'm just so thankful for that. And I just hope that you all had fun here, and that you continue to have fun when you go about all the things of life the rest of the day. Yes.
And go Hampton University basketball team unique rank.
Right.
Number 15.
Number 15. Look out for number 15. We're coming for all the contracts. You heard?
Yes.
Yes, that part. Okay, Village. So, stay tuned for me again on Wednesday, where it will be Womanhood Decoded. We'll be getting into that. And then following Friday, again, I will be here at DSN Studios. If you didn't know, it's Black owned. So, buy Black. It is almost Black Friday. So, if you're going to go buy candles, go buy it from your cousin and don't ask for the coupon code. That's all I got to say.
That part.
Until next time, it's your girl Tasha. Bye.